Tone Wars. I'm Carrie, and this is Jared.
What's up, everybody? What is happening?
Oh, we're just having a Sunday, that's all.
Another long week, and yep, here we are. So, yeah, sorry about last week. Sorry, I'm
It's
exhausted.
going to be an exciting, riveting show.
Yeah, I'm just exhausted. I probably should have made another coffee, but
Or two.
yeah, we've been working and working and working, and this is literally my only day off that I have every week, and playing catch up around the house, food prep, grocery shopping, lawn cutting, you know, the whole bit. And then you add in a live stream that takes a while to set up. So as much as I love doing it, it's just a lot. So, so if I do not do live streams, that's why here and there I won't be doing them this summer until I get all these jobs done. Washing about 175 buildings. So, yeah, they are long days. So, glad to be with you, though.
Long days and money made in the summer.
Yeah, yep. It's good money, so I'll take it, and I need it. So, but anyways, just so you understand, that's why. And what's cool, though, is about going live on Sunday nights, though, is I get a chance to actually practice once a week when we're live. So that's what you're going to witness tonight, is literally me practicing once a week right now.
In other news, my toe isn't bad
Crooked.
anymore. Look at
Wow,
I can
look at you.
move it all
Wow.
around.
Is it still fat?
It is a little bit. It's definitely bigger than the other pinky toe.
Yep.
But I can't feel it anymore, so.
It's chunky.
You got a chunky big.
You got a chunky toe.
Baby toe. I don't know if it's gonna go back to normal or not.
Fat, it's big bone.
It's big something, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. This little piggy needs to go on a diet. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. When did you snap that thing? It was like 2 months ago, right? Yeah.
No, I feel like it's been a month. It was right before I went to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
About
over a
6
month.
weeks,
Yeah.
6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, I'll be playing the Astro tonight. So, I lent this to my friend Steve Shaheen the other day, or it was last week. He borrowed it, and then we talked about it on the phone. He's like, dude, that amp sounds really good. And I'm like, now I really want to play it again because it's been a while, you know? So when he brought it back last night when him and Jordan came over for a hang, and so I was like, you know what? I'm going to play that on Sunday because I missed this amp. I haven't been playing it very much, and we'll find out if it's as good as I thought it was, right? I thought it sounded really good in sound check, so we will see. We will see.
I didn't hear the background music. I didn't hear the track upstairs. I just heard you.
Oh, yeah.
Or just the amp.
Yeah, I'm doing amp in full cab tonight, so we're going to be making some racket tonight. We haven't done that in a while. We've been doing the quiet stuff, like the digital stuff and direct with the amps. Yeah, but, you know, I got to be honest with you, though. Every once in a while, you just got to shake the walls.
You got to tear it up.
Mm-hmm. And I miss that sound and that feeling, you know, that rumble in the room, you know, I love it, man.
Let's get ready to...
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's say hi.
All right, we'll say hi. I got to put my eyes on. All right, Flux. Hello, Flux.
Hey, what's up, Flux?
Glad you're using the Astro tonight. There's a used Astro 20 on Guitar Center's website for $15.34 right now.
Oh, nice.
Dean Harkness is here.
Hey, what's up, Dean?
Let's see. Jimmy, is it Bitter? Yep, Jimmy Bitter. What's up?
What's up?
Iron Dame is here. Oh, somebody didn't silence their phone.
No, it was just a notification.
I know. Somebody didn't silence their phone.
I didn't silence my phone. Mm-hmm.
Iron Game, how are you, man?
Hey, what's happening?
Jim Simmons. Jared will be in the Astrophere tonight with his progtastic lead playing.
I hope I live up to that. It'll be my practicing, at least tonight. I get to practice. It's weird when you're gripping a gun all day and gripping hoses and stuff and washing buildings. When you get home, you have the claw. It's like playing guitar is not easy. So once a week, I get to practice, though.
Strings and Pucks is here. He
Hey.
says, hey, y'all.
Good to see you, man.
Let's see. Flux says, you both look good and tan.
Thank
That's
you.
because we're working outside.
Yeah, we are working. We are working. Yeah, we get.
He asked me to join him power washing this year.
Yep.
So.
She's been a lot of help. I'll tell you what, man. Some of you dudes out there, she'd probably kick your ass. She's doing really good, helping me with all the hoses and keeping the soap going. We got a system down. We got a routine, and it's just like clockwork, you know. And we just got a system, and it's great. Like, she's got her end of the deal, I got my end of the deal, and it's just a smooth running machine so far.
As long as one of my kids doesn't step in
Yeah.
get me all annoyed.
Yeah.
Like yelling over the phone.
Yeah, she's like freaking texting her kid, "Hey, get the hose." No, it's been really good, you know. But I'll tell you what, it's been, the days are grueling. We both come back, and we are done. I can barely. There's days I could barely make it up the sidewalk to my front door. I'm like, oh my God, what have I done?
He has the Ring doorbell videos to prove it.
Yeah, I do. I actually watch them sometimes. I'll be like, how old do I look today? 85.
He asked me on Thursday, that was the last time that I went out with him. He's like, do you have any trouble walking after? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And he let me out of the car and I start marching.
Yeah, she starts marching. I'm like,
ooh, look at me walking without pain.
I completely flipped her off as I was driving by. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I had the claw hand, so I clawed her. I was like, yeah, there, claw you. Yep.
Oh, good times though.
Yep.
Making memories of the spinning circle of doom.
You do, but oh great, now we're yellow.
Jared can't win these days.
I can't.
Dean says, dude, go make a coffee, we'll wait. I don't think he means right now though. No, I got the right thumbnail up there. Yeah. Flux says, Jared, do you have ESP? I was literally teetering on the ledge of buying a used Astro 20 today. Seems like a great amp to capture for all the different voices. It's the only 100-watt amp head I want.
Oh, maybe I do. I talked to a friend of ours, Joe Senapol, today, and he said the same thing about, we were talking about shoes, and he's like, it's so weird that you're calling me and we're talking about this, because I was just talking to Gina about this, and we had this long conversation about shoes and how important it is to get the right shoes and all this. It was funny. But
my ear's already mad at me.
So it might be one of those days where I do have ESP. Who knows? But before you buy, don't listen to my playing, but listen to the amp. So I'm probably not going to represent it very well tonight.
Bill says, good evening. It's my favorite live stream.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. And I love doing this, guys. I love making videos. I was telling her the other day, I was like, man, I got to make a video. I miss it. And I just don't have any energy. But I will have some days coming up soon where I'll have some free time. And it's got to rain one of these days where I could stay home. So.
Well, Thursday is going to be in the 90s, so we're going to be home real early that day. I'm already putting my...
She's putting her foot down.
Yes, putting my foot down on
She's
Sunday
already
for
groomed
Thursday.
me for it. It's going to be hot, so why don't we just call it a day at noon?
We can work from 8 to noon, and then we're done.
Yeah, and we have this thing called a deadline with all the buildings. So
but you put wiggle room in there for hot weather.
and it all got eaten up with that last account with 37 buildings that got added to it. So
Massive Assault. Hi.
Hey, what's happening?
That's quite the name. Chris the Greek Bowman, just by his captures. Yeah, there you go. Dean Harkness says, I'm actually here tonight and not dreading tomorrow. First time in I don't know how long. Yeah.
Who is it?
Dean.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I heard you got a new job. What?
Dean Harkness?
Dean Harkness, yeah. Didn't he get a new job?
I think he's looking into some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because he said, I'm actually here and not dreading tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he just...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got his reasons for not dreading tomorrow, and congratulations to that, dude. That's awesome.
Apparently, I'm just going to keep my lips sealed. I'm like, we need a sign. We need a safe word for like...
Yeah, exactly.
Purple bunnies.
Yeah. How about them tigers?
Way Cool Jr., I'm here en route to Pittsburgh. Jarrod, did you have to change the tubes in your Stealth? Mine came with Splawn or whatever tubes, not JJ's.
Oh, what's up, man? Hope you're driving safe and having fun on the road there. I did not change the tubes. I didn't even look to see what was back there, to be honest with you. I'm not that nerdy. I really ain't. I really ain't that nerdy. I just buy the amps, I slap them on the shelf, hook them up. If they work, great. If they don't, then I start getting nerdy. But until then, I don't give a crap. You know, I know I should probably be a little nerdier with stuff like that, but I'm just not. I don't even know. I'm one of those guys. I remember when I bought my Camaro, I had a 69 Camaro Rally Sport with a punched 350. It was a 383, and, you know, it wasn't a Dodge engine. People used to look at me sideways. This thing was just amazing, though. Just amazing car. And I would go to these car shows with, and I have these freaking guys walk up to me and try to quiz me on my car. What's the bore and stroke on it? What's your ratio of the wheel torque, whatever? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I just like to drive it, and it looks cool. They're like, you don't even know that stuff? I'm like, do I need to? It's almost like I need to know these things.
Insert
Otherwise,
key here.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what kind of douche nozzle are you? Like, you gonna sit here and quiz me on my car? And it was almost like they were jealous, and since they couldn't have one, how dare I have one and not know what the gear to whatever ratio was on my... I'm like, get out of here, you freaking idiot. You know, all I needed to have was a good credit score so I could finance it, and it worked. So... I like the car. Like, you know, it's the same thing with a lot of the stuff that I have down here. I don't know everything about it, but I'll tell you what I do know about it. That's all I care about.
Let's see. Strings and Pucks says, I power washed semi-cabs one summer. Good grief, it was brutal.
Dude, I do that twice a week, but they're not cabs. They're full truck and trailers. There's 46 of them on Tuesday and Friday nights by myself. 46 of those.
Going there on those nights.
yeah, she wouldn't want to.
No.
No, it's a one-man job anyways. But yeah, I get done with that job, and so Friday I did 2 3,000 square foot houses, rode my bike to the gym and back, which is about 9 miles of riding, plus my workout, and then I did 46 trucks. And the next day I got up and washed 4 buildings at the apartment complexes.
He signs himself up for this stuff and then wants you to feel bad for him.
I punched myself in the face. Feel sorry for me. That's kind of my life. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'm so tired. I went on a bike ride at 11 o'clock last night.
I did. I went on a bike ride at 11 o'clock last night, and I was so tired. I got I think it was 8 miles from home.
Having a really hard time feeling bad for you.
Yeah. I got 8 miles from home, and I was like, and it hit me. I'm like, I'm exhausted. Like, oh crap, I got to ride all the way home. So I got home and ate some watermelon and went to bed. And here we are.
Ta-da! Chris the Geek Bowman, Jarrod can use his power washer as a jetpack. Oh, you can put it on your... you should get
If you spray the ground with enough volume, I guess you can blast off a little. I'll tell you what, though, on a icy parking lot, you can put your gun at this angle and hit the trigger, and you'll shoot across.
You don't even need ice skates.
Nope, you can shoot across the parking lot. It's kind of cool.
Bill wants to know, did you get rid of the JEL20? I don't see that red amp.
Oh, no, it's upstairs. So my friend Steve Shaheen borrowed the Astro and the JEL, because obviously I'm not doing videos and doing a lot of stuff right now, and he was over, what was it, last week or something. He's like, he's in a new project, and they're lucky to have him, because he's amazing. So he's like, yeah, I'm just trying some new amps for this new project. And I was like, just take a couple of mine home before you spend the money. So he did. So he borrowed that and the Astro, and that's why I took the JEL out of here for him. So I'll have it back on the shelf, though.
Shreddington says, man, it's been too hot to ride around here. I believe it. We can only ride, like, in the low 80s, I think, is about it. After that, it's just too hot.
I'm actually pretty good in any of it, because, like, with the e-bikes, you can go pretty quick. You got the wind at you, and it's kind of cooling. But the only thing that sucks for me riding a bike is when you have to cross a busy road and you got to wait for your little white walking dude thing to appear, and you're just sitting there just melting like a candle, and you're like, come on, and then you got to kind of regain your speed again. But it doesn't bother me that much. In the heat, I can ride no matter what usually, yeah, it's just the heat really sucks for working though. That's the part I can't stand, is the working in it.
Well, we're caught up on the comments. Do you want to grace their ears?
Yeah. Let me punish your ears with some sloppy riffs and playing. But the amp I think will sound good. So yeah, give me a second here and we'll get things moving. I'll start off with a basic mix here. By the way, we're gonna go for just an hour tonight because we got to get up at 6 tomorrow. You got to get up at 5:30 because you got to meet me here, and I got to get up at 6. So yeah. Anyways, here we go. Give me a minute. Good times. Let me turn the fan off here. I smashed my headstock on the iPad.
Oh no. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, I got to retune. I knocked a few strings out here. I felt it too. I'm like, oh no. Yep, there goes the E. That's flat.
Damon Stewart, I am here. I just had to run a quick errand.
Yep.
Saw my moment and I took it.
That's why a lot of times she'll like, can you play something? It's for nefarious reasons.
Dean says, get off Amazon. You have witty comments to read.
I told on you. I told him. And some people are like, oh, she probably enjoys your playing so much. I'm like, no, she's shopping on Amazon. She don't give a damn. She's heard all this crap thousands of times. So
He's right and he's wrong at the same time. I absolutely appreciate it. I'm blessed that I have been able to listen to you for so many years. I have heard them all thousands and thousands of times.
so I'm going to shop on Amazon.
I can shop and enjoy
To my favorite background music.
Right.
That's what it is. So we'll just rephrase it as, well, she just likes my background music that I make while she does Amazon shopping.
Yeah.
And the longer the songs, the more she spends.
I want those pink Hoka slides.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, I bought some more Hokas today too.
Dean Harkness.
Yeah, I got some good ones.
You got us hooked.
Oh, you should have brought them down.
I haven't bought the tennis shoes yet. I'm on the slides right now, but
you should have brought them down. They're super loud. They're crazy looking.
I tried to talk him out of them, but you know how he gets.
Yeah. I'm like, nope.
They're like the brightest aqua blue. They're like a turquoise.
They're amazing.
Aqua blue.
Yep. Everyone's going to know when I walk in the room. I'm going to make an entrance.
Jimmy Benner, thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, man.
Big thanks, brother. The video on the Red 7 Leviathan preamp pedal convinced me to snag one, and I love it.
Oh, good for you, dude. I almost thank you so much for the super chat and for the comment and everything. Yeah, I love that thing. In fact, I was going to do that tonight, but the Astro kind of, you know, it's one of those things, you know, because, yeah, so I'll do it soon, though. Yeah, it's a killer preamp.
Strings and Puck says you're glutton for punishment, brother.
I am, dude. I am. I should post a video of me walking up my driveway at the end of a day. You'll be like, you guys will be like, you're an idiot, dude. Yep. I get up and do it again every day.
Jim Simmons says, Jared, that's like some tube snob grilling you about saying what brand and type of tubes do you use and what are they biased at. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know what they're biased. I don't know anything. You know, I really don't know. But yeah, he was just if you're talking about the guy in the chat, he was just asking what kind of tubes they had because he didn't know based on what he had when he had switches out. So I get that. But yeah, but no harm in that question. It's just, man, some people, oh my God, I mean, they ask me these weird, almost like I have to pass their test in order to be able to be good enough to, you know, own the amp or do this channel. And it's the same thing with music. Like, I don't know a damn thing about music. I don't know any of the notes that we're playing. I don't know the time signatures. I don't know what key the song's in. I really don't. I'll never forget the first time we went to a actual studio and did some recording. You know, so the engineer's like, so what time signature is this song in? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, you don't know? I'm like, nope. He's like, well, what key is it in? I'm like, I don't know that either. He's like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, how are you playing all this shit without... I'm like, I don't know. I just write the shit and play it. I don't know what the hell it's called. I'm like Ben Affleck on Armageddon. What does this knob do? I don't know. I'll just push it and find out. You know, that's kind of me. You know, it's just what I do. So I just don't think...
He's basically a pain in the ass.
Well, I'm not the only one, though. George Lynch doesn't know shit either, and neither did Eddie. Yeah, I mean, I don't turn my nose to people who do know. I mean, I think that's amazing if you know theory and all that stuff. I just don't. I don't know it. In fact, I took a lesson one time. Like, I just want to learn theory and stuff. And the guy's like, all right. So he gave me homework. And I took it home and I was like, yeah, nah. Just threw it in the trash and it paid him. And I'm like, because he wanted me to memorize all the notes on the neck. And I'm like, dude, it's just too much work for me. The way I write is, does this sound good? Yes or no. If it's yes, then I continue. If it's no, then I find a better note. You know, that's kind of what I do. And I'm sure a lot of you watching can relate to that.
Brett Shaver is here. He says, dude, rock it like you stole it. Now that's a stank face approval.
Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while.
Then a little farther down, he says, damn, that sounds so good. Unreal, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good little amp, man. That's why I bought it. I demoed it, and I'm like, this thing's actually really good. I kind of like it. So the gain structure is really thick and gritty. I really like the gain structure on it. Cool amp.
Blue Mox has joined us.
Hey, hello. What's happening?
Let's see. Bill, what is your favorite EQ pedal?
EQ pedal? I don't... I have one EQ pedal. It's the MXR 10 band. And I used it for a boost once in a video. And it's probably something I need to put on my board just to, you know, balance out some amps if I need to. But I think that's a good one. MXR 10 band's always been a tried and true pedal for most people. Now, that being said, I haven't tried all of them, so there might be better ones out there. But that one seemed to work fine for me for either a boost in front of the amp or just EQing the amp and the effects loop a little bit. So either way.
Brett Chopper says, dude, you can't tame the beast with those sleeves on that shirt. Monster playing, bro.
Thank you. I'm going to bust out of the sleeves here. Yeah, it was a sleeve day. It's laundry day, so yeah, I got to wear sleeves. Yeah.
Let's see. Jim Simmons says, Jared, you're a great natural guitar player for someone that does not read music.
Well, thank you, sir.
I agree. I think the only setback is that it takes you a long time to learn songs.
Or to,
to figure it out.
To write my solos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into them.
When I ask him, like, hey, let's do this song, he like doesn't, it's just too much to try to learn it. Like, if you could read music, then it would just be there. But
yeah, if I could read music, but that's different than theory. Yeah. Theory is knowing where to play, depending on what's on.
Yeah, what fits.
Yeah, and reading music is, I have to just watch a video, but as far as learning songs go, yeah, I mean, it takes me a while to write my solos and stuff. In fact, one of them I'm going to play tonight took me forever to write, but there's just a lot of thought, trial and error that goes into them, and hopefully that shows. And I just find people, and no offense, again, if you know theory, God bless you, man, you're a better person than me. But I've seen people that learn theory get locked in a box because the theory, in my mind, kind of applies rules too, and like you'll kind of you'll not do things because theoretically it's not correct, but if it works, right? So a lot of people I've had guitar players that I've played with before that were like that. They're like, well, that's not really correct, and I'm like, but does it sound good? Yeah, but I wouldn't play that. And it's like, well, who gives a shit? If it sounds good, it is good. That's my theory. And some of them get locked in those rules and they don't go outside of that. And they're amazing players and they sound good, but everything they play is quote unquote safe. Metal, rock and roll, all that stuff, it's not supposed to be safe. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be ugly in some ways. It's supposed to be gritty. It's supposed to be nasty. It's supposed to have a snarl to it. It's supposed to grab you and be dissonant at times. And grab your attention and like, you're like, oh, what was that? That was kind of, but it emoted something. And that's where theory fails, because theory will tell you not to do that. But sometimes the song is calling for something that theoretically isn't correct, but it fits. And I feel like without having theory, and this is just my personality type, but without having theory, I don't have the rules that bind me to it. And there's no leash on me. But there's other people that enjoy theory, and like I said, that's actually a good thing. So we all do things differently.
Joe and Max are watching.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. Good talking to you today, Joe.
Shredding Finn says, yep, that's the longest lasting pedal on my board, the 10 band.
Yeah, it's a good pedal, man. It's tried and true. I would just tell anybody to just start with that MXR 10 band. You can't go wrong with it. It's just a good pedal.
He went on to say, things work. Thing works as an overdrive and everything with separate volume and gain knobs.
Exactly. That's a great boost pedal. I'll tell you what, man, if you want a one-size-fits-all boost pedal, get an MXR 10 band, put it in front of your amp, and crank the volume all the way up on it, and then adjust the EQ accordingly, and you'll be amazed at what that thing will do for you.
Let's see. Bill, I'll check that one out. Schooled players sound more rigid to me. I find the best players seem to play more by ear and don't know much theory.
You're right. I mean, that's why George Lynch is still as great as he is. That guy doesn't know jack shit about theory. Watch the outtakes in his instructional videos. There's a guitar teacher sitting across from him going, actually, that's a B minor. Oh, yeah. So in this B minor, he doesn't know anything. And I'm not ragging on him by saying that. I don't know anything either. But that's what made George Lynch, because he played outside of the rules. He was always outside of all that stuff. And it gave him that spooky, kind of eerie sound that he has. And you can hear him play 3 notes. And you're like, oh, that's George Lynch, Name anybody else you could do that with. There's very few guitar players, and he's one of them,
Dean Harkness says, and speaking of theory, he's talking about slightly detuning the B for running with the devil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Eddie played a lot out of tune slightly all the time, and he didn't care. Like, that's just what worked.
Brett Schauber, dude, you make it look so easy, man. I would never know that you didn't know the really excellent playing, bro.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, thank you. It's just, yeah, you are too kind, sir. I guess, yeah, like I said, I just play what sounds good to me, and I enjoy it. I enjoy not knowing what all that stuff is. Now, my friend TJ knows everything, and he's amazing, like absolutely amazing, and and it works for him. So we all have to have our own approach to music, and I think the best approach is the one that works for you. You know, it really is. I mean, we all do things differently. Do what works best for you. There are no rules, you know. So
Joe Sonapol says, I'm assuming you'll be at Dream Theater when they come to town?
I want to. I can't remember. I have to check the tour dates and see when they're coming here, because I'd like to, but with my schedule right now, if I get a night off, I ain't going nowhere. Especially driving to Detroit and parking and going, oh, God, no. I'd probably fall asleep through the concert. I mean, I'm ready to pass out every night around 10 o'clock. I don't go to sleep, I pass out. You know,
unless he's on a bike ride.
Unless I'm on a bike ride. But I had an excuse. I had a really good excuse. I put on a new thing and wanted to try it out. So,
Jim Simmons says, yes, Jared, I should have mentioned theory. Thy wings, thy horn, thy sin. It's a music theory, not music fact.
Oh, yes. That's actually a good way to look at it, because you know, see, the way my brain works is that if I learned it, my brain would try to turn the theory into facts all the time and always be having this internal war, you know. So I'd rather not. It's almost like a don't look down rule. Like, I'll climb a tree all day, but as soon as I look down and realize how high up I am, that's when I go, oh my God, and I can't climb anymore. I freeze, you know. I just don't want to have that in my head. I just want to climb and not worry about how high up I am. I just want to enjoy the climb, and hopefully I don't fall down.
The climb. There's a Kelly Clarkson. I don't even know who's this. There's a song called It's the Climb. You're welcome.
That's the thing with being with the singer. You just do a phrase, and then they start singing the song, and you're like, everything.
I think it's Kelly Clarkson. Now I'm going to have to Google it.
Yeah, like, let's go. Let's go. Down, 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 down. You start singing the Cars. Yep.
Or maybe it's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Boy, what happened to her voice? She sounds like a 80-year-old man when she
Everybody
talks
knows
now.
that. Yeah, her voice dropped or something.
Boy, it did it ever. Her vocal cords are down here right now. Miley Cyrus. Like, for your what? Yeah, she probably smokes huge cigars.
Hey.
Hey, I do.
So do I. My
So do
voice
you.
doesn't do that.
Not yet. Your time is coming.
Joe Sonapol. I don't. Well, then I'm going to quit.
I'm
I don't
kidding.
Want the...
No, it's not going to happen to you.
Joe says the concert probably will be on a Tuesday night, which now seems to be when all these big shows. Yeah.
Oh, I'll be washing trucks that night.
If it's a Tuesday, it's
Yep.
a work night.
Yeah. I'd rather be at that show, though. Trust me, because I'd love to go see them. Well, if you go, enjoy John Petrucci's guitar sound and his lead tone, because it's the best in the business. When that guy plays solos, his lead tone is so glassy and pure and glorious and just absolutely beautiful. I've never heard anything like it before on stage. It's just the most glorious sound ever. And when he gets done playing, the whole place goes crazy, because like it's.
Do they have any new songs out now?
Oh yeah, they got a whole new album.
A new album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're not excited to go?
I mean,
He just doesn't like to go to concerts.
I
He would
don't.
rather sit on his couch. And
honestly, I'm not a big concert goer. I know that sounds
might have to
weird.
stand. That would ruin the night. He
So-
might not know where the bathroom is.
Oh,
That would
stop!
ruin the night.
No, I'm not that bad. Jeez. No, I'm one of those guys that I want to sit in the balcony, front row, because I don't want to stand. I treat concerts like movies. I sit there and I take it all in and I enjoy it. I don't get all like, ooh, you know. I literally just want to enjoy every moment. Close my eyes and just enjoy the whole thing, and obviously open them as well. But I mean, I just love.
I heard somewhere that we all know, just don't have the vocabulary. You can speak fluent English, but not know how to read. In other words, trust your ears.
Yeah, your ears will tell you the most of it. I mean, that's what Eddie Van Halen said. He said, if it sounds good, it is good. That was his theory. So he's like, I don't really care about all that stuff. I just play what I play. And that's what made Eddie who he was.
Shredding Fan says, do you have Petrucci style captures?
Yes. I have for which platform? Because I do have the JP2C captured in, I think, the ToneX, the KEMPER, and the Quad Cortex. So I have those available for all three of those anyways. And I thought they came out really good.
Brett Chauver says, absolutely, DT Live, Petrucci's tone envelops you completely. It's like 3D, man.
Yeah, you're right. It's so amazing. Like, his lead tone is so glassy and just absolutely amazing. Every time I've seen them live, I was just like, just blown away at how good his sound was. It's just incredible.
Shredding Fin says, I'm upgrading to a ToneX. One's on the way now. It's
awesome.
Awesome.
Good for you, man. Yeah, the ToneX is a great product.
So he's the one that wanted to know if you have the Petrucci style captures.
I'm pretty sure I have them for ToneX. Check my website, please, and thanks for asking. I'm pretty sure I have them. I've done so many, I can't keep track of them all now, but they should be up there.
All right, you going to play some more?
Yeah, let me screw up another one for you.
Open my Amazon real quick.
Yeah. All right, she's going to do some shopping, and I'm going to do some chopping. Hang on. Well, that one turned out pretty good. That was the one that took forever to write, but it was that intro part. All those in and out things on the intro part of the solo. I was like, what do I do here? You know, it was just weird. And then I finally started getting a rhythm and coming up with stuff. And how I did it was I just went on YouTube and I looked up blues riffs and I started, you know, oh, that might work, you know, and then I would kind of change things up in the riff and make it my own and do that. And then that's pretty much how I came up with it. So, and then the rest of it I just did, so.
Joe says, just FYI, Dream Theater will be at the Fox in September on September 21st. It's a Sunday.
Oh!
The only worse day than a Tuesday.
I'll tell you what, though. That would be September. Thanks for the heads up. September, and I love the Fox Theater. Dude.
I'll have to look it up.
I'll have to look it up, because that would be a good show to see, man.
Flux says, you sound great tonight with the Astro, Jarrod. Sorry, was stuck routing cables behind my amp wall.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Shredding fan, great lead tone.
Thank you. Yeah, this thing sounds good. It's really thick, and I'm boosting it with the Licklerm, what is that, the King in Yellow. Yep, the Licklerm King in Yellow boost pedal is what I'm using tonight, and it just seemed to gel with the amp really well, and added that little bit of a spike that it needed.
Joe Setapole says, instant classic Jarrod sounded amazing, my friend.
Ah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Strings
Thank you.
and pucks. Your tone and technique variations are absolutely incredible, man. Wow.
You guys are too kind tonight. You're too kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Here's a guy, the Strat Slinging Thrasher. Welcome to the show.
That's a cool name.
He says, love that song.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of my favorites to play. It's a challenge, but I love the breakdown, and I love doing that little intro stuff after I finally got it written, and then doing the rest of the solo. It's just really, it's a really fun solo to play. There's a lot of different things, you know, technique-wise in there that keeps me busy, and I get to switch around and do different things. There's tapping, there's a little bit of runs and shredding and crazy whammy bar wah crap at the end. I mean, it's just fun. It's just one of those fun freaking solos.
You played something a couple weeks ago that it grabbed my attention. I hadn't heard it before.
Oh, one of my new ones?
Probably.
Yeah.
You just haven't had time to work on it more.
It's, you know, if there's ever a night for me to play it, it's tonight, because, like, I'm so rusty, it wouldn't matter.
There you
yeah,
go.
that one's pretty, where is that one?
I don't know, but I was upstairs getting ready for the show, and I'm like, oh, there's something new.
Yeah, it's a pretty different, I haven't, man. There's one part I changed. All right, I'm going to do it, because, like, I suck anyways, because I'm so rusty. I haven't been practicing, so there's my excuse for screwing this up and screwing the pooch on this.
Well, I'm looking forward to hear it. Look.
Oh, look at this. No Amazon shopping. Now this song's a bit louder mix-wise, so I'll have to see if... just give me a second to make sure the mix is right. So I've been practicing the solo when I do practice, and it's queued up for that. Let me just hear it real quick. Sorry, I left our mics on at first there. All right, I think this mix might be right for it, the levels. If it's not, it's not, but let's just give it a shot here. That was a big, fat, sloppy mess, but that's the general idea. Whoa! It's on a loop. That's the general idea of it.
I'm glad you got that out.
Yeah, I was sweating bullets, though. There's a couple really bad flubs in there, but that's the general idea of what I wanted to do with that one. So I got to remember, there's this really weird string skipping thing that I put in there. I got to get that down, and there's a couple other things, but that's, yeah.
Always exciting when you've got a new song away.
Yeah. There's another one I've been working on, too, that I definitely don't want to play tonight, but I just practiced that yesterday, so that's why I did it. I practiced it about 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. But, yeah, that's a fun one, man. That's a pretty crazy one.
Thy horn, thy sin says, and Jarrod steals the show again. Brett
You're too
Schauber,
kind.
thank you for the super chat. He
Oh,
said, that's
thank you.
rusty. That was very nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I almost want to do it again to redeem myself, because I think I can. Yeah, let me do it again.
All right.
Now that I've screwed it up and made a complete ass out of myself, why not see if I can redeem it or make it worse? Let's find out what kind of train wreck is in store for us now. 1 second here. There were parts, there were parts that were a little better, and there were parts that were worse. So
There you
it's
go.
a work in progress, you know.
Glad
But
you played it.
thank you. Yeah, thanks for making me.
Well, it's 8:06. I know you only wanted to be on for an hour.
Yeah, sheesh. Oh, that was quick.
I know.
Good Lord. Yeah, so yeah, I got to do food prep and get up at 6 tomorrow. So, and then we just do the whole
Do it
week all
over.
over again. And man, I tell you, I need my sleep, man. These days, oh my God, the amount of work.
Do you want to do one more comment here?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Chris Filippios. Hey, do you still have your Schecter Mach 7 with the Sustainiac? If so, what are your thoughts on it having owned it for a few years?
Oh, yeah. Good to see you here, man, and thanks for the question. Yes, I do, and I absolutely adore that guitar. It is amazing. I wrote one song with it so far that I specifically used that Sustainiac pickup for, and I love that pickup. In fact, when I get more time, I'm going to write more stuff with that. In fact, my other song, Galactic Space Zombies, I'm thinking about using that song or that guitar for because of the Sustainiac. It just adds that spookiness to your solos that you like, and it just spices them up. And I love that guitar. So do I still have it? Yes. And do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. It is one of my secret weapon kind of favorite guitars. You know, it's a guilty pleasure guitar for me, because I mean, I play these snobby Majesties and like my snobby what is that thing, the Kiesel, and they're great guitars, and it's like guys that play those kind of guitars shouldn't own a Schecter, but I do, and I'm glad I own it. That thing's freaking amazing.
There's a place for it, for sure.
Yeah, it's a great guitar. For $1,500, you can't go wrong. So if you've been eyeballing one, just get it. Just don't get anything with the freaking, what are those pickups, the Fishmans. Just get, that's got a Lundgren in the bridge and a Sustainiac in the neck, and it's amazing. I don't think you would be disappointed with that guitar at all. So go get it, man. It's awesome.
Okay. One more
all right,
comment.
one more.
From Hidrocolito81, he says, with all respect, your wife is so beautiful, and it's so great both of you are doing this together.
I'll let you take that one.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. We're not married.
We're not married.
But we are lucky to do this together,
yes,
for sure.
We are. Yep, and she is, I agree, she looks really good. You know, what's funny is we went to the grocery store and one other place today before we went live, and women were stopping her in the aisles and were like, one woman was like, what are you doing dressed like that at a grocery store? You look beautiful. Like, why are you here? Like, you should not be here. You should be somewhere else. Like, you look absolutely stunning. And usually women don't compliment women, so it must be something.
Must be having a good day.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate it, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys. Yeah, so let's end it on a high note, huh? You're beautiful, and I'm a sort of okay guitar player, so let's quit while we're ahead. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it very much. I do want to do this every Sunday, but there's going to be hit and miss this summer because of the work. But I apologize in advance for that. But I love hanging out with you guys when we do get a chance to do so. So, anyways, well, guys, thanks again for hanging out, and I'll try to get some more videos out. It just depends on timing and all that, but I will do my best. Well, like I always say, every day's a gift.
And thank you for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next Sunday.
All right, guys.